All right, everyone, it's your boy Ernest Dove. I'm back, king of the prospect huggers, Mr. New York Mets Dove Report. I wanted to give on this latest video some updates on one of the pitching prospects, or the top pitching prospect in the organization that people are all worried about. They're scared, they're stressing over the ERA, it's high. I just want to talk about it. I want to give some stats, some insight, talking to one of the staff in the organization for their input. So I want to round out, obviously, with their input. They're a lot smarter than I am in all this, but the most important thing is giving you guys the information the best that I can. No always opinions here. I want to give some facts. I want to give some real reports, some source reports. So let's get down to it. Number one pitching prospect in the Mets organization, Brandon Sproat. What's going on? Everyone's freaking out. He's now repeating AAA. The ERA is in the 5.6 mark. So I know everyone's worried, and I'm not saying not to be worried, but I want to give this kind of information and report for you guys to judge for yourselves. So let me give some of the information, at least up front, stats-wise. His walk rate is a little bit up from last year. K rate, little bit down from last year. So these are some of the things, obviously, that are important. But I want to start talking about some of the other things. His hard hit rate is actually down a little bit this year than from last year. Here's an important one. His ground ball rate is like sky high for him. It's up over 55, 56%, way higher. I believe he was under 50 last year. That's a small sample size pro career, but the ground ball rate is high. And possibly some of the reasoning is, from what I was being told, asking about, hey, what's going on with Brandon Sproat? Talking to a coach in the Mets organization, they were saying, well, a lot of the people, organizational-wise or wide, a lot of the minor league pitchers have been switching or altering to the two-seam fastball. So that's what's going on as well right now with Brandon Sproat. He's learning some kind of alternate form of a two-seamer. And I know, again, this is farm system-wide in the Mets organization. Righties and lefties have been working on or even adding all together or altering their two-seamer. Righties against righties, lefties against lefties. So basically what I was being told was Brandon Sproat two-seamer was looking really good in spring as he's trying to learn it and use it. So perhaps, not an excuse, but maybe that's what's going on right now is the two-seamer isn't refined enough yet. Doesn't mean it definitely will, but it doesn't mean it won't. So I wanted to give that information to everybody. We think the two-seamer is a learning curve, maybe a little bit of work in progress. Okay, some of the other stats going on. Again now, against right-handed hitters overall so far this year. Righties are only hitting 200 against him. So again, righties hitting 200. Ground ball rate is a little bit year plus career high, with the rate being up. And again, AAA, the International League, it's kind of somewhat known as a hitter's league. As far as some of the recent stats, there are 17 qualified hitters hitting over 300 in the International League. Looks like there's about a dozen bats hitting at least 900 OPS. And it looks like there's about 16 hitters with a 400 or more on-base percentage. Again, this is more of a hitter's league. There's a lot of pitchers with those ERAs in the high 3s and 4s. Doesn't mean his is higher than theirs, don't get me wrong. But wanted to give out that information because, again, this is a system-wide thing. Here's what I'm worried about the most of sorts, and maybe why it's all relating to the bad ERA, with runners in scoring position, which is probably something you don't want to talk about around Mets fans right now with their own bats. But opposing hitters are hitting an astronomical 421 against Brandon Sproat when they have runners on base, runners in scoring position. So they're absolutely dominating him right now in that kind of situation. Now, is that something where, again, where's the out pitch, right? His K rate is a slightly down. And I know his K rate was astronomical in A-ball. So this is only half A-ball, AA, dominated. So now we're talking about a bit lower of a K rate in AAA, not showing that like true out pitch. So that's got to be affecting him right now with runners in scoring position. That's pretty much my biggest early concern right now. It's kind of one of those things. How do you judge a pitcher when he's in tough situations? That's going to be something he's going to have to work on. But hey, per coaches, per some of the stats, I'm thinking Brandon Sproat is going to work his way out of this. The staff believe in him anyway. Even from spring, even from last season after we got drafted, I heard a lot of positive things about Brandon Sproat work ethic and his ability to do and be coachable, that he's doing what he's been told from the time he got here. So we all know about the command issues that he even had since college. So that's something he's going to have to keep a work on. But I'm telling you right now, guys, Brandon Sproat is still allowed to be one of the top prospects in the organization. He's deserved it. He's going to keep working towards bigger and better things. Please, if you can, click the video anyway. But if you want to look back on me on the X account or even in YouTube on this video, check back with me in a couple of months. See if things start to round out with this exciting of sorts ground ball rate. The hitters from the right-hand side are not hitting him. Let's see what happens in the next couple of months as he improves the two-seamer, works on the command with the other pitches. I want to see how things round out. And again, I guess you guys can continue to see how I round things out in my little role here, trying to provide as much content as possible. I only want to go with stuff that I can prove with facts and sources from the organization. I don't always want to be a super opinion guy, so I hope you like this video. Please subscribe. Please like the video, comment, share. I want to keep doing this the best I can, and be on the lookout, guys, because I got some things cooking. Could lead to multiple interviews in the next few weeks ahead, so keep an eye on that as well. Thank you, guys.